Hello, dear one. I wanted to take a quick minute to talk about something that's really, really important. And that is that yoga is obviously a practice that goes so much deeper than just the physical yoga that we often hear about and often do. And the particular aspect of yoga that I think is very overlooked is what I'm calling the yoga of motherhood. That since having my 2 kids, I found so many of the ways that I used to practice as a yogini no longer worked for me. And so what I found did work for me is firstly realizing that raising a family, that being with children, that the experiences of pregnancy and birth are great opportunities for awakening if we remember this and if we are open to this possibility. And that the key to this is meeting as many of our experiences as possible as mothers with presence and with love. And this isn't always easy, as many of the experiences that we have with our kids can be deeply, deeply challenging. But learning to meet ourselves with presence and love, and our children and our families and our partners with presence and love can make all the difference between feeling like we're in a bit of a tornado to feeling like we're really doing some very, very deep and profound inner work. The next aspect of it is really finding time to rest. That most mothers, especially mothers of young children, are deeply, deeply exhausted. In fact, I'd say most people are deeply exhausted, and that we live generally in a state of kind of normalized burnout that I would love to see mothers being able to start addressing. And one of the ways that I really recommend is by practicing yoga nidra. This is a very, very sweet form of meditation / sleep, and is a way to really not only take the time to nap and allow the body to restore itself, but also to actually go into a very, very deep state of meditation that's somewhere in between waking and sleeping. And the third aspect of what I call the yoga of motherhood is about connection. That often as mothers, we can end up in our own little routine, in our own little bubble, feeling quite alone and feeling like many of the challenges that we face, or the thoughts that we're having, or the problems that we're experiencing are unique to us. And in a way they are, because each one of us is different. And in another way, there's so much commonality. There's so much universal experiences, so many universal experiences that happen across all mothers. And so this is really a foundation of bringing women together, bringing mothers together, so that they can really talk and share from the heart without any judgment, without any advice, just to be listened to just as they are. And finally, there are different things that I've learned along my way that have been deeply, deeply helpful for me as a mother. There are many different societal challenges that we face globally that can really make a really big difference to how mothers feel. And so I love to talk about motherhood. I love to educate myself on this and to share this with mothers. So if you're interested in finding out more about this, you're welcome to jump into one of my free workshops. If you go to www.motherscircle.co.uk/the yoga of motherhood, there'll be a link in this video down below. Thank you so much for listening, and whatever kind of yoga you're doing, I hope that you have a wonderful day.